My name is Snackbox, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I want to show you my team for Sand Devil Stage 25. Now, as you might have noticed, we have a Sand Devil Turn Attack tournament since yesterday, I believe, and I was wondering if I can speed up my team so I can farm this with the least amount of energy, to just be as efficient as possible. Because before that, I was just using the usual Godseeker Gnut duo team, and that's like almost 2 years old. So basically what I did, I just added some champs to Aniri and Gnut, and I was wondering like who could I use, because I tried a lot of max HP damage champions like Cold Heart, Royal Guard, Husk, and all those. Like Royal Guard, when I threw him in, I noticed, I remembered Sand Devil is Forest Affinity on stage 25, so it didn't really make sense. I tried Husk. I tried to build a simple nuke team to get the Sand Devil down as fast as possible, but it just wouldn't work because it was like, I don't know, like 10% HP that were missing, like 10% of damage that I was missing. So I had to come up with something different, and instead of a second max HP damage nuker, I used Geomancer. Now, Geomancer, you can use him in many areas of the game, and to be honest, I didn't expect to use him in Sand Devil, but hey man, it kind of worked. So what you have to keep in mind is that this is basically just the Godseeker Aniri combo with Gnut, a sleep champ. I'm using Siphi here because I can. It's my best option. You can definitely swap her out with, I don't know, Lady M. Who else is there? Cornelia, Aitlin. Pretty much any champ that can sleep, that has a 100% chance of putting the Sand Devil to sleep. Now, Siphi is of course the best option because this sleep cannot be resisted. So there's always a 3% chance to fail if you swap this champ with another one. But it doesn't matter because Godseeker, Aniri, and Gnut will carry this anyway, because you use Godseeker as lead, so she will always revive herself, and then you put Gnut as the second spot, so she will always revive Gnut next, right? So if the sleep gets resisted, it's basically a normal Godseeker Aniri Gnut team, right? So that's basically how this works. So Siphi goes first, puts the Sand Devil to sleep. You don't need 400 speed. The Sand Devil has 270 speed. So if you're faster than that, that's good enough. After Siphi goes Ramantu with the A2. As I said, faster than 270 speed, but slower than Siphi. And then as the third champion, it's Geomancer's turn. You can put the A3 on opener, but you don't have to put this on don't use. I had to put it on don't use because my Geomancer is in a reflex set, because I use him in a different area and in different areas, and sometimes he would just, reset the cooldown of his A3 and then use it again, and it would cause the run to last longer, and I was trying to avoid that, and by just putting this don't use, by putting a check mark here, it like helped me to get the turn count down, right? So that's basically how it should go. Now, Gnut doesn't have to be over 270. As you can see, I have him at 243. Now you have to keep in mind that this build is for my Fire Knight team. You know, that's why he has that Phantom Touch blessing. Ideally, you would use Brimstone, because if you get the Brimstone debuff on the Sand Devil, it speeds up the run by like 5 or 6 turns, and it's pretty much worth it. So as you can see, Siphi has my Arena build, Gnut has my Fire Knight build, Godseeker Neri is built for Sand Devil and other areas, doesn't really matter. I'm using her in the same build in different spots. Same as Geomancer, and Ramantu is also my Arena build. In terms of accuracy, you have to keep in mind that you have to be somewhere around 500 accuracy, because the Sand Devil on stage 25 has 470 resistance, and you need to be above that to place any debuffs. Ideally like 490 plus, right? Don't go below that. You don't want to get resisted. That's also a thing that could go wrong, that there's a 3% chance that the Sand Devil resists the HP burn from Geomancer, and then the run will just, you know, will be like a usual a Neri Gnut run again. So that's what can happen, but most of the time, you know, he will just place the HP burn and it will work just fine. So let's go through this here. So you start with Siphi, put the A1 on opener, and you block all the other skills, because you don't want her to revive, you don't want her to buff or anything. Basically, you want her just to put the sleep on the Sand Devil, and that's it. Then next you have Ramantu. You use the first choice on his A1, on his A2. You could probably also just put the opener on it, doesn't really matter. Then the Geomancer, as I said, just put the opener on the A3. Then Aniri, put the opener on the A2, and Gnut, first choice on the triple hit max HP damage. That is the A3. So that's pretty much the setup of this team. And I recorded some runs, and I'm gonna show you this video and, you know, share my thoughts. Okay, so let me run you through these runs that I recorded earlier. It's pretty simple. Siphi puts the sleep on him, debuffs from Ramantu, plus the Brimstone, A3 from Geomancer, triple hit from Gnut, and from here, you know, it's pretty usual. Everybody gets wiped, Aniri gets revived, revives Gnut, and another triple hit. Now, you can probably reduce the turn count even in, you know, when you reduce the speed of Siphi and Ramantu, because as you saw, they would like take another turn. Maybe if you reduce their speed, they won't. So that would be like something around another 2 turns or 3 turns less. So as you can see, 21 turns, not bad at all. So far, I haven't lost a fight. And, you know, it's pretty consistent. Now this time, Ramantu didn't place Brimstone. This will probably be like a couple turns longer than before. So yeah, keep in mind you don't need to have a Siphi here. You can really use any champion that can place a sleep debuff. But Siphi is the most consistent way because the sleep debuff can't be resisted. You don't have that 3% chance of getting a resist. That's the only reason why you would want to use a Siphi. But you will still win the fight. It will just need be as fast. Same thing here. We got Brimstone again. This was probably the fastest run I had. You know, like 12 turns with that team. I think it's impressive. I think I got like, you know, War Master procs, Brimstone, like everything went well basically on this run. It's like the best case scenario, and this is what it looks like. 12 turns, 23 seconds. Now, as you can see, Ramantu did 260,000 damage with Brimstone. Geomancer, 550,000, not bad at all. Gnut, of course, MVP here. Now, if you have a second Gnut, it's probably, you know, if you have a second Gnut, there's no question. You would just take in another Gnut and this run will be like consistent 12 turns or even faster. But yeah, this is probably a nice solution for everybody that doesn't have an Acrizia or a second Gnut or Marius or just, you know, another crazy nuker that can deal this amount of damage and just speed up the run. And yeah, this is what worked best for me. So let's take a look at some other runs. I'm just gonna let it run here. You got the basic, you know, the basic strategy here, and yeah, just watch and enjoy. So yeah, guys, as you can see, in some cases the HP burn from Geomancer got resisted, and that's when the turn count went up to like 32, if I remember correctly. So the the best case scenario is 12 turns, which is really impressive to me, and the worst case scenario is around 32 turns. So on an average base, you do like 90, 95 points, tournament points per 40 energy, which is pretty good in my case. I don't know um, if this will help you or not, but for me, this worked pretty well because I don't have another Gnut, and it's really hard for me to nuke the Sand Devil like most of the speed farm teams do. But this was kind of my best solution in this situation. So also keep in mind that you might want to have Brimstone instead of Phantom Touch. You can also have your Godseeker Aniri slower. She doesn't need to be that fast. She just needs to survive basically, and have enough self heal and defense stats to survive the basic attacks from the Sand Devil. So she can revive herself and then Gnut to finish the Sand Devil. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Always remember you need around 500 accuracy and be faster than 270 speed. You can have your sleeping champion, doesn't have to be Siffy, at around 280 speed, then 279, 278, and then the rest. That's basically what you need to do this correctly. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about this team, and leave a like and a comment if you liked it. And yeah, hope you have a great time farming Sand Devil, and see ya in the next video. Peace.